Hey girl, hey! And welcome to Sibling Cinema,
where we explore movie masterpieces
that one of us has never seen before in order to sway or convert the other into fandom.
Each week, we'll introduce a movie we love,
From sci-fi classics
to Korean horrors,
and try to convince the other it's a masterpiece.
One's seen it, one hasn't.
I am your host, Tony.
And I'm your co-host, Leanne.
Sit back,
Relax.
this is Sibling Cinema.
The Force is strong with you. A powerful Sith you will become. Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
Thank you, my master.
Rise.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sibling Cinema. I am your host, Tony, and here with me, as always, is my old, haggy, droopy-eyed, Sith sister, Leanne.
Oh, no! Tony, that's the worst one yet.
Droopy, red-eyed Sith. I said that so wrong.
It still was very offensive.
How you doing, Leanne?
No, not great now. And also, not good today in general, Tony. I did one of those body sensitivity tests.
Oh, yeah.
You send off a hair sample to a lab.
Oh, yes.
And they wrote back to you about what things that you shouldn't be eating. Because they make a reaction happen. Technically, they can't say that you're allergic to them or what have you, but it's like, oh, this might be a bit of an intolerance.
And what can't you eat?
Apples. Cheese.
Oh, cheese!
The medieval diet, bruv. Bread, apples, and cheese.
Mate.
Sounds like a Skyrim loot. I love apples.
Oh, fucking hell.
I like bread. I like cheese. Any dairy.
So you can't eat any cheese. There's no cheese that you can eat.
No, not cheddar, not Stilton, not Edam, not milk from a goat, not milk from a cow, not soy milk, like anything like that. So I'm just going to trial it for a week because I love those things.
That means no yogurt as well. Sad day.
No, yogurt was on my red list. Dana.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, Leanne, hopefully we can cheer each other up with this discussion on Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So now, today marks a very special day for you, Leanne. May I have the fanfare, please? Leanne, I present to you the Prequel Medal, having now completed all prequel Star Wars films. Round of applause, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
It is a tremendous feat to have been accomplished here.
This was a fucking feat. These fucking prequels. I tell you what. the fucking prequels, bro.
Well, I am pleased to say you are one trilogy away from obtaining Platinum Star Wars Trilogy medalist.
I am worried.
You're so close.
I'm worried about the sequels, man. I ain't heard nothing about them. So...
Well, we will come to that very shortly, but today is about Revenge of the Sith. Now, we actually went to the cinema to watch this one, as it was the 20th anniversary this year. How did you find watching Star Wars at the cinema, Leanne?
Oh my god, I enjoyed it so much. Like, watching this on the big screen with you, Dad, and Sam was just something I will never forget. Like, my first Star Wars on the big screen with a hot dog.
You did get your hot dog.
I did.
Yeah.
It was magic. And when "Hello There" popped up, I died in a good way.
I was so waiting for you to hear that scene. So you've been saying that so long.
You. It was... Oh, mwah.
It was even better because
I'm very grateful.
It builds up to that line, and I was just waiting for it to happen. I knew exactly when it was going to happen, and I was just waiting for it. Oh, it's so good.
I understand why you were laughing now in previous episodes when I was like, oh, my favourite quote is "Hello there."
Yes.
Like, it makes sense now. It's so casual.
Yeah, it is. I love the
Hello there.
arrogance of him, though. Just to think, you even see him thinking like, what shall I do? How shall I plan this? But then in the end, he's just like, fuck it, jump down. Hello there.
Hello there.
It's great. So, Leanne, Revenge of the Sith, it made $850 million on its first release. And it has a world record, the record of highest opening day gross on a Thursday at $50 million. Quite staggering.
This came up like as a news article on my phone. It was like Revenge of the Sith like hits #1 for box offices like all over the fucking globe, and I was like, wow, and I was a part of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, you were. It made my heart sing as well to see the news, and you're absolutely right. On its second release, which was this year, it made an extra 100 million. At least, pushing it to almost $1 billion. I think it has gotten to $1 billion gross now, which is incredible. This was also the first ever Star Wars film to be rated 12A. All the others were PG.
I knew it. I knew it felt darker, and I loved that.
Yes, of course, because of its visuals, and of course Vader being burnt up and things. It's
bruv, like. Mate, I know why he breathes that way. Yep, my arc is complete. My arc is complete.
So, Leanne, you know the drill. I'm going to ask you for a 1-minute plot summary of Revenge of the Sith. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be, I guess. There's a lot to cram in.
There is.
This ain't gonna be easy.
Admittedly, there is. So, yeah, this might be a bit difficult. All right, so your time starts now.
The Clone Wars are in full swing, boys. Count Dooku's still around, but for only like 3 minutes. General Grievous is a droid leader, and he's kidnapped Palpatine, the leader of the Senate. And as the droid army are fleeing, Anakin and Obi rescue him. They fuck up Dooku. Annie reunites with Padme, who's pregnant now, by the way. I don't think he was best pleased. He grows closer to Palpatine, who is secretly really evil. The Jedi's become very suspicious of his power, but Anakin is like having evil whispers in his ear, and Palpatine kind of promises to prevent death of people that Annie loves, right? And he starts having visions of Padme dying.
10 seconds.
And then he turns to the dark side. Order 66, R.I.P. younglings. Obi-Wan confronts Anakin on a lava planet, and they fight, and he leaves him for dead. Padme bursts into Leia.
Oh, Leanne, I do have to admit that was a really difficult one for you to do, but you actually done very well. There is a lot.
I missed out half the shit.
But there is a lot to cram from this film. There is so much plot affording and pace as well, and actions that happen within that story. It's very, very hard to cement it down to a minute. So, Leanne, your initial thoughts and feelings on this last prequel film. Talk to me.
I think this is the most entertaining prequel. But at times frustrating.
Okay, interesting.
I think it had better CGI. I found out why Vader breathes that way, which was very satisfying. I love how Jedi ultimately fail in this, and the Sith have their fucking revenge. It's so dark. I'm like, yes. And it's so quotable.
Yes.
So quotable.
This is a film.
And the Senate.
This is a film that is memed into oblivion. So many quotable lines, so many references, so many things cropping up over the internet for this, that when it was released. It was ridiculous, and still does today. Today I still go on my socials, and there's always a meme of why Anakin isn't a master, or and hello there, and all of that stuff on dating apps. It's pretty pretty special.
Oh fuck, Tony, I didn't tell you. Guess what's happening? Guess who's going to the Empire Strips Back?
Oh no. You got tickets?
I got tickets for my birthday. I want more, and I know I shouldn't.
Oh my god. How'd you get hold of them?
I think Sam got them.
Hey.
He spilled the surprise. Do you want to know? I was like, yeah, I want to know.
Well, for a second there, I thought you bought tickets for yourself, and inside I was like, because I knew that Sam was going to get you tickets.
I was going to go on my own, absolutely. But...
So I have to come back to this a little bit, Leanne. You said frustrating at times. Can you delve a little bit into why?
The original trilogy, I felt like it was hero versus villain. It was quite clear. It was a fun story.
Yeah.
And I think with the prequels, like, it's more about corruption, unchecked powers, the fall of democracy, but from within, not from the outside, the manipulation of youth. There's so many layers and interesting points. I do think this is the story that Lucas wanted to tell from the beginning. Like, this felt huge. But the execution of these ideas, did the scenes provoke the right emotions for me consistently? Like, did they provoke those emotions accurately? No, not all the time. Depth doesn't equal quality, I think, is what I want to go in saying about this film before we dive in.
Depth does not equal quality. Interesting sentence, no. Leanne. You did say when we were reviewing The Phantom Menace that you felt that film was a prequel to the prequels, that it's building up to something major. Was this your kind of major story that you were waiting for?
I'm not going to lie, it paid off. It was worth the wait.
I adore Revenge of the Sith. I think story-wise, it's so fucking strong, and the thing that they had to get right was the downfall of Anakin and him turning into Vader.
Yes.
And I think they really did it justice. I went to see this film, I went to see it 3 times when it came out initially, and now I've seen it the 4th time at the cinema with you guys. So I've seen this film
Tony,
4 times at the cinema. Yeah.
Is this the most, so you haven't seen any of the others this much at the cinema?
Oh, no. I've seen this one way more than any others.
That's funny.
So, the opening, and what an opening it is.
War!
Yeah, war!
War! The Republic is crumbling. That's what I want to see. That's what I fucking want to see. I don't want to see trade deals or... Oh, this felt refreshing. This is what I wanted.
War! Yes.
War!
You're absolutely right. The music sets this scene up so well. From like the thudding, the boom, boom, and then straight into the battle with Anakin and Obi-Wan flying through the space of Coruscant. And I love the reveal of when they go under the ship and then there's thousands upon thousands of ships shooting and fighting each other. We also hear a very, very dull sound of a TIE fighter engine in its early years from those little spacecrafts. And I love that little bit of detail.
I didn't pick up on that, obviously, but I thought the opening shot was amazing. It was a decent space battle, but the whole, oh, I see it, this is going to be easy. Then Obi is dry. And this is where the fun begins. It's stale. A little bit stale. Would have loved a little bit more emotion, lads, okay? But I liked the buzz droids. Poor R4 gets his head blown off.
I know, R.A.P. R4.
But I like this opening act. Like, we can tell that Anakin is still a wee bit rebellious.
Yes.
But skilled.
Yes.
And I feel like in this film, compared to the last one, they have more of a bond. At the beginning, that they really feel like they actually like each other in this one compared to the other one. Like, Anakin literally carries him on his shoulders at one point. And there was that brotherhood.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, that you compare it to their first assignment in the Clone Wars. There's a bit of there's a camaraderie between them. There's trust. There's experience, and there's
in the Clone Wars. They hated each other.
there's respect as well. All that teenage angst that Anakin had has matured a little bit. However, there is that
little bit.
Yeah, there is still that rebelliousness about him and recklessness. However,
there's a fucking dumb streak to him. I tell you what, Tony, so dumb. We'll get to it.
I love the sounds of the buzz droids as well. The little giggling, laughing like that when they're on the ships. I love it. They're so good.
I think the sound was great. I liked all the little creatures' noises and stuff. But R2 catches something. Like, fuck off, you don't got hands, bro. And then they fight Doo-Doo.
Whatever. Like, I want to talk a little bit about the music as well. You can get throughout this film. You get
Tony, don't.
you get references of like the original Star Wars, especially when R2 destroys the last buzz droid. You hear the chime of the rebellion music. So everything like, and all the designs of the ships as well. The clone troopers are in sort of pre-X-wings that you can see. They're a little bit bulkier and less maneuverable. It's really cool to see these ships back in their early years and how it's filling in the gaps now and the links between prequel and original, and the detail to that I really, really love.
For me, one of the things I really loved about this film, without a doubt, was the soundtrack. And I think that the choir music in this movie really fucking stands out, and you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. What more is there to say? Like, he's done it again.
It's the music in this is very, very unique, and there's also parts in a scene where there's no music at all, and it's very unsettling. Do you know which scene that is?
No. Let me think. Is it the younglings?
No, it's not the younglings.
I can't pinpoint when it is, but I imagine it's one of those darker moments, or I might be completely off.
It's between Palpatine and Anakin, and there is no music in the first minute or so. It's when he says, "They don't trust you, Anakin." There's no music.
He's such a fucking snake.
And there's no, it's really unsettling because you usually have a backdrop of classical instruments underneath this opera story. But right there, where Palpatine is revealing himself to be the Dark Lord, there's nothing. Only until he says the dark side, and this deep bass comes into it as well. The music in this is very unique to any other Star Wars film, and it needed it because it's such a special event.
Definitely. A special event is a very good way to describe it. But I also think to use silence in a film, it has to be done well. Like, you've got to choose your moments, and it can be more powerful than a really strong string quartet. It can be a lot more powerful than dialogue. Silence sometimes is so powerful, and I didn't pick up on that.
They make their way to General Grievous's ship. General Grievous. Talk to me about this asthmatic cyborg. Did you like him?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him very much. God, what do I say? Why is he asthmatic? Why does he breathe that way? It's like...
So there is a reason, and it's actually in the animation Clone Wars. He's a very likable villain. He's a panto villain in my eyes. All this breathing and coughing, which of course is important for Darth Vader later. The kind of facade of him being conniving and clever and mischievous is undercut by him actually suffering. You see him very offended when Obi-Wan pulls open his chest. And another example of it is like he gets in the escape pod, he ejects, and he's laughing, and he's and then he coughs. He goes like, so it's it's such a likable trait for some reason. Yeah.
I think it makes him more human in a weird way. Like it just reminds me of a friend with a chest infection, an evil friend.
This marvellous villain was voiced by a man called Matthew Wood, who was one of the sound designers on the film. However, he was scheduled to be voiced by a very famous actor. Can you guess who that actor was?
I'm going to pull an actor out of my arsehole. Someone that might have a good voice, an interesting voice. Who's the fucking actor who voices Iago in Aladdin? The parrot.
Oh God, I know who exactly you mean. I don't know.
Do you know who I mean?
Yeah.
He's got a very distinct voice.
Yeah, he's been. So
someone things. Like that, but those are just wild guesses.
Well, those are really good guesses. However, they are incorrect. Originally, the part was offered to Gary Oldman.
Oh fuck! I love that guy.
Yeah, great actor.
Why didn't he do it?
Scheduling reasons, unfortunately. He was already signed on for other projects.
Gary, come to the dark side, Gary.
I like to kind of ponder what General Grievous would have been like under Gary Oldman's voice. However, Matthew Wood did such a good job voicing this character that he was asked to be a part of multiple other Star Wars projects, including this Clone Wars TV show, a few games as well, which involved the character General Grievous.
I liked his accent. I will add him to my Hear Me Out list.
R2 gets a lot of comedy moments in this first section.
Oh, yeah, he does. He commits war crimes, bro. Like, he just sets them on fire.
I remember in the cinema watching this, and the audience was in bits when, number one, he sets the droids on fire, and number two, when he comes to free them from the ray shield and the droid kicks him.
Yes, yeah, kicks him, yes. I got that noted. Like, yeah. R2 electrocutes him and he's like, oi! Just kicks him. Yeah, I did laugh.
Yeah, so the structure of this kind of bit is really good. You've got Obi-Wan and Anakin flying through the mission. You've got R2 for that comic relief in between, which is quite nice. And it makes the pace really, really good too.
It was a great first act. I was ready. I was like, okay, let's fucking go. Like, so far, all good.
They, of course, find Palpatine, and he is sitting in a very similar way in Return of the Jedi. Count Dooku arrives, and they have a part 2 of their fight, should we say.
Yes, they do.
Funnily
enough...
What's
the point in this? Why did they just kill him off in the last film? Seriously. Well, it's so pointless.
No, it's not pointless. In terms of his structure and Anakin's downfall, this is his flirtation with the dark side.
I guess, yeah.
And how Palpatine is easily manipulating him.
Too easily, bruv.
But... we get in one line that Anakin has been confiding in the Chancellor a lot more. He speaks to him about his mother and the Sand People. God knows what else he's probably spoken to Palpatine about, you know?
They have a fucking intimate relationship and it's creepy and weird.
Do it, is said.
Do it, yes. Wait, can I just say, I love Doodoo's face when he clocked that he was being betrayed by Palpatine in that split second.
Betrayal.
Yeah. I quote that now all the time, Tony. Like, I've got so many quotes that I fucking use in my day-to-day life now. It's just ridiculous.
If you listen closely in this bit, when they mention the Sand People, you can hear the squeal of Sand People as a little soundbite amongst the fighting noises. So it takes us into Anakin's memory of what he remembers. Really subtle little sound things going on here, which is really nice and not too over the top.
I didn't pick up on that.
All this kind of links to, Palpatine's manipulation. There are so many layers to it as well. And he even tries again. When he's trying to get Obi-Wan awake and he's alive, he even says, leave him or we'll never make it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's trying again, just like, leave him. And it's like, no. He tried once, he succeeded. He's pushing the boat a little bit. He's like, maybe I'll wait a little longer. But this, for me, is the Emperor's golden hour, this film. We dive right into him, and this actor, I fucking love his portrayal.
He's such a cunt.
Yes, he's such a cunt. They get captured by Grievous. This escape is absolutely ridiculous and ludicrous. The ship breaking in half, and they somehow land it on the fucking
Don't worry,
planets.
we're flying half a ship, or whatever the quote is. Like, I don't know, what does Obi quip? He quips something.
Another happy landing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But the thing that it kind of shows in this is how sneaky and resourceful Grievous is as an enemy.
What's quite interesting to me is after they crash land, Annie gets his day with the politicians, doesn't he? Because Obi's like, no, I got no time for that. Like, he admits that Annie was the hero today. And then they have a conversation, and it's about how Annie has saved him 9 times, not 10. And in my head, I was screaming, Obi, stop not being the goatee. Okay, like, I thought... So, anyway, he departs for now, but we'll see him at a briefing, is all we're told. And then the whole Jedi Council welcome back Palpatine, like, oh, are you okay? It's like, no, don't do it. He's evil.
But you can even tell in this conversation between Mace Windu and Palpatine that there's underlining, like,
tension.
Yeah, like, this comes back again. Come on, just get out of office. Do you know what I mean? You can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it's right there.
It's very similar to real life politics. It reminds me of the thick of it.
Come out of the cupboard,
Hugh. No.
This next kind of section of the next half an hour of the film is, I want to talk about Palpatine's manipulation on Anakin, and we'll go on to him and Padme very shortly, but I want to talk about where it all starts from, and it's tackling his trust with the Jedi. He's led to believe that they don't trust him or his abilities. Palpatine is playing him like an absolute fiddle.
Yes.
He knows.
It's so annoying.
He knows that he won't be made a master by the Jedi Council, and yet he pushes him to be the representative. The layers of manipulation in this is really, really unique. And the fact that they're layered with, they don't trust you and they are taking over the Republic and they don't trust me, are three big things that contribute to Anakin turning against them. What did you think of that whole manipulation stance by Palpatine about the Jedi?
Oh my god, it was just so obvious to me, and I found it silly that Anakin was so... Palpatine has been whispering lies in his ear for 3 films now, and tells him to be on the Jedi Council master, knowing full well that they would never accept that. He's just such a fucking snake. How does Palpatine know that he has a wife? How does he know the Council don't want to train him? And he never mentions it to him. He just knows everything? I call bullshit.
So, what you have to remember as well is that the Force can be used for mind manipulation. You see it with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but Tony, no, I've got a counter to I call bullshit again. He didn't know Vader would kill him off in episode 6, did he? And what, he's got spies everywhere? What, his force is so strong he can read minds? Then show me that happening in the film. How does he know Anakin's having vision of Padme?
No, the dark side has clouded their vision, my friend.
Oh, fuck's sake. How convenient.
How convenient. You do touch on a little bit something that lots of kind of Star Wars media does. They use the Force as a get out of jail free card with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't buy it, man. If that is the case, then I need to be shown that in the film. Don't tell me to watch Clone Wars. Don't tell me to read X, Y, and Z.
Well, they're not.
Show it to me.
I think as a Dark Lord of the Sith who's very, very powerful, he would have the ability to perhaps feel Anakin and see what is troubling him. Oh, he's got a deep connection. It's his wife. Oh my, who's his wife? And then he can pretty much put 2 and 2 together. I think as Lord of the Sith, he'd have some sort of knowledge of that. I mean, he can sense Vader when he's in danger and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? When you introduce powers like the Force and stuff, to write it into the narrative and how it can get that sort of information, I do agree that sometimes it can be a bit wavy. But when you introduce like wizardry and magic into your stories... That's a perfect
word, Tony. Wavy. That's how I felt about the theory. And there's more of that bollocks that comes up.
I think it's okay because when he says, and to save your wife from certain death, when he reveals that he knows, it's even more of a reveal for Anakin of like, oh, fuck, you can use the Force. You know what I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, mate, no, if we really, really want to go there, okay, Palpatine says, kill Windy, I have the power to save your wife. So Anakin kills him, and then Palpatine is like, lol, I don't know how to actually save Padme, but maybe we can figure this out together.
But
Anakin's like, okay, sounds great, I'm going to go murder those kids like you asked me to.
But Anakin
I'm not going to question any of this.
Anakin is blinded by that, though. He wants to save his wife. And if somebody's offering him the answer, which you built up with the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise, he will go with it.
Yes.
He is desperate to keep her alive. And he thinks he's found the answer. And I genuinely think that there is a bit of honesty there from Palpatine to say, if we work together, we can discover this secret. I mean, Palpatine would want this power, surely. It's extremely powerful.
Okay, like, to get deep with it, okay, I know we might be skipping ahead, so, okay, but I'm just going to say this now. Sometimes you have to make a tough call, yeah, and you choose wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said previously, there have been 3 movies of Palpatine whispering lies into Anakin's fucking ear about trusting the dark side, and I feel like Anakin was torn and didn't know what to do. And I feel like towards the end of the film, in the heat of the moment, his fear definitely took over. and he wanted Palpatine to try to save Padme. And after making such a stupid mistake of killing Windy, he didn't know where else to turn but to follow Palpatine.
Aye.
But Palpatine's so fucking happy about it. He's like, I'll give you a new name and everything. He just accepts it so willingly. It pisses me off, man.
It is.
He loves Obi.
It is quite fast, but this is a good thing that this film does. It brings a different point of view on evil. Anakin kills people to try and manifest the dark side and save his wife. You put that in any other kind of real life scenario, would you do, I'll pose this question to you, would you do anything to save your husband, even if it means killing somebody? It's a very, very dark question. And this is what this film is trying to ask us as the audience. Is Anakin doing the right thing to save his wife, or is he evil by murdering people to harness that dark side energy? And it's a great question, and some of the best villains raise those questions. Are they doing the right thing? Ultimately, no, because you're committing murder, and as Yoda says, rejoice in your friends or people that become one with the Force. Mourn them, do not. Miss them, do not. So rejoice in them rather than avenge them or try to save them. That's the natural, because everybody dies.
I hate this. It's not fair.
I think it's an excellent viewpoint of evil. The whole story really gets going when we see that Anakin has had a premonition of Padme. As we've kind of go on to, he sees that Padme...
Wait. No, you've missed something. Like that. He's reunited Anakin with Padme, and she's wearing Leia space buns. And I thought, nice touch.
Yes, that's a very small scene, yes. But yeah, the whole plot kicks off with Anakin having this premonition, which is, really, really good. It is a great way to start off a story.
Doesn't he say, like, she'll die in childbirth, but he isn't sure about the baby's health?
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Do you know what this makes me think, though? Like, the Jedi forbid love with sex. You know, all that romantic shit. It's where the most irrational attachments are created. But perhaps, if the Jedi allowed such a thing, Anakin wouldn't have felt the need to turn to the dark side. Just saying.
That's the thing, like, with those attachments, those strong attachments, would you make such a daring choice to kill people to save the one you love?
Normalize having attachments. This is very, very odd.
But if you have that attachment, like Anakin did, you will make very rash decisions.
Okay, so attachment can lead to jealousy, so never form attachments. This is an avoidant, anxious personality disorder, man.
Strong attachments. Again, I've said this so many times. You can have compassion, you can help people, you can care for people, but to have like a strong attachment of love or being in love, like it's forbidden amongst the Jedi because it messes with your logic.
And it did.
It did. You fool.
I can't I can't give you an example where it worked out. I'm very new to this universe.
Aye. This kind of decision that he makes is actually pre The Last of Us. The decision that Joel makes by killing everybody to save Ellie.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the same team. Did Joel do the right thing? Did he not?
Yes.
But he killed lots of people. So you, in theory, are agreeing with Anakin to kill all those people.
Yes.
Aye. That's love, baby.
Look, and I would expect the same from my partner, okay? I would want them to watch the world burn for me. That's the kind of love I live for. It's not for, oh no, we can't do that. It's not ethical. No, if you fucking love me, you'll burn the moon for me. Do you know what I mean? Like something crazy.
I agree. If anything was to happen to me wife, I would try everything and all in my power to try and stop it.
You must feel the same way.
Of course I do. It's such a wonderful theory to talk about as well when you talk about kind of ethics.
However, I didn't volunteer to be on the Jedi Council. I didn't volunteer my life to be to the Jedi Order. I choose to live a normal life, and I think each and every one of them could have decided to choose a different path. You know, doesn't Padme even say, you know what, I would never be able to work as a Senate again. You'd be exiled.
Yeah.
You know, but we would have a life with this baby.
Yes.
And they both choose not to do that. Like, choose your choices.
Indeed.
I do like, though, how he tells Yoda about these visions, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Of pain, and Yoda knows he's talking about a woman. Like, yeah. I reckon Yoda's fucking onto him.
I think so too. I think it's interesting you raise that, because I think Yoda is extremely powerful. And in my head, I was like, wait a minute, Yoda, if you should be able to read what Anakin is thinking right now. So why aren't you intervening?
Asks. He says, someone close to you, and he goes, yes. And we know his mother's dead. So who else is close to him apart from Obi? Obi obviously is transparent with the Jedis, so it only makes sense it's Padme. Yeah. Detective Yoda, let's go.
Would you say that Yoda is now in the wrong for allowing and not intervening?
No. I think he understands that people should be allowed to love and form attachments.
Speaking of Yoda...
And to his own detriment, isn't it? Because he's like, bye.
Yoda goes to help out the Wookiees on Kashyyyk.
He does, yeah.
Did you like seeing the Wookiees again, Leanne? Or were you a bit like, oh, no,
I was like, meh. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Like, whatever.
So this is kind of interesting. They only used 10 actors to play the Wookiees, and they duplicated them multiple times. But what's even cooler is the Wookiee suits actually had a cooling system put into them.
So they don't need cold milk and cookies.
And they can remain cool in that hairy suit. When writing this film, Leanne, George had lots of different storylines that he wanted to input here, but for obvious reasons, he wanted to keep the focus on Anakin and his fall from grace. One story that was scrapped was a 10-year-old Han Solo being rescued by Chewie on this planet.
What?
Yeah. It was basically an origin story of how they meet, basically. But they didn't end up going ahead with it in the end.
They should have. That would have been sick.
No, I think it would have distracted from it.
Just a little clip of a young-looking Harrison Ford jumping onto the shoulder of a Wookiee. That would have been badass. Just a tiny second of it. Oh man.
Obi-Wan is sent to Utapau to confront General Grievous and shut him down for good. And so we have...
wait, that's when he goes to the alien sanctuary and he says, I need fuel. And then they kind of whisper, help, we're being held hostage.
He is here.
Yeah.
10th level. Thousands of battle droids. Great little mask there and prosthetics. It's really cool. Steven Spielberg actually helped out with direction in this film too, because he was getting into computer generation, especially with an upcoming film he was doing, which was War of the Worlds. So he wanted to get some advice and experience from Mr. George Lucas himself to get it in production.
That's very cool.
Yes.
So it's come back around.
So
how?
Spielberg filmed those few little scenes as well. Obi-Wan finds Grievous, and so a meme is born into infamy.
Oh wait, he gets a really cool fucking lizard.
Yes,
I love the noise. That wish I had one.
It's very cool. You can still tell here that the tone is still quite light. Hello there, and the General Kenobi, and we see this ridiculous lightsaber fight.
Mate, he's got 4 lightsabers. That blew my fucking mind. I was like, how's he gonna get out of this one?
You weren't expecting 4.
No, I didn't know he had 4 arms until he detached them under his cloak. I was wondering why he had 3 lightsabers in his pocket.
Yeah.
I like Grievous, man. And I like that when he gets hacked to bits a little bit, he turns into a spider general.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that little bit. It's cool. So slight where he just scatters.
Like the noise. Oh, it's very good.
Yeah, I love it. And his little wheel machine as well, the noises with that are great.
Yes. But in between this fight, we shoot back to Annie and Palpatine. And he's saying, they don't trust you, Anakin. And it's more snake ways. And Anakin knows he's the Sith Lord now and actually gets out his lightsaber, but then...
I can feel your anger.
Yes, he fucks it up, doesn't he?
That little coin to Return of the Jedi is put
God.
back, which is lovely. A very chilling scene. I love this bit.
Yes, it was.
The reveal is great. I still think the acting is a little bit clunky, but
Yes.
Ian McDiarmid heightens it. He's so chilling in this.
He's going for it in this film, man.
Yeah.
Like...
We do have the fight of several members of the Jedi Council against Sidious.
Yes.
What do you think of Sidious's gimmick of his lightsaber coming out of his sleeve?
Oh, right, okay. I thought his fighting style was silly. He seemed a little bit like an old man that was just jabbing someone with an umbrella.
Right.
Do you know, he didn't seem that skilled compared to the rest. It was kind of... And he's just going, here. Like jabbing it into people's bellies. But you know what? Whatever. Let him do it.
It is a unique fighting style, I must say, because it is like
really
dagger.
Odd.
Yeah, it's dagger focused. I have to admit something as well. There was a shot in this fight that when I watched it the first time, I burst out laughing, and it's so silly. It's just before the first cut where we cut back to Anakin running into the building, and Samuel Jackson and Palpatine are like in a
like
saber
ready to go.
Saber capture. They're like boom, and there's a close up of Samuel, and his face is all like
yeah,
like
yeah. He's like.
It's all like squashed. No matter how many times
Samuel did good, man. Samuel did good in this.
Oh no, sometimes he's
clunky. Like, you're under arrest, and Palpatine is like, I am the Senate.
No, when Anakin admits to him, like, I think he's a Sith Lord, he's like, a Sith Lord?
Yeah, I was like, come on, give me more than that. But no, who is it that says, no, you will die?
Yeah, Palpatine.
Yeah.
No.
He was so good in this bit, I think.
Yeah. I did have that image of Samuel Jackson's face scrunched as my phone screensaver for a while, because it gave me such jokes. Oh, yeah, I did. But yeah, we get a decision that Annie has to make. Between Mace Windu and Sidious, and ultimately he chooses Sidious, not before the Force lightning backfires and scars Sidious. Now,
I've got thoughts about this.
What do you think? I find it a bit goofy.
Tony, his face gets old and it's horrible and all that, okay, but no one seemed bothered about it. Like, even afterwards, no one goes, oh, mate, your face has gone a bit more. And he doesn't seem bothered.
Well, he does cover up his face with the hood. And he does say in the council, the attempts on my life have left me scarred and deformed.
Oh,
he does say that.
So but at the time, no one's really reacting to how his face looks, which I found a little bit weird.
I don't know, because he's using the hood to cover his face. Do you know what I mean?
But I like that this is the moment where Anakin turns. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yes.
I also think that there's a little fan theory about this, and I actually believe this fan theory, that Sidious is not trying his hardest here. He's playing possum. So when he's on the floor and he's like, oh, I'm too weak.
Yeah.
It's actually an act because he wants Anakin
of course it is.
to make the decision. Because you see his eyes dart back and forth like, come on, Anakin, come on, get on my side.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's very, very clever.
He's a snake. A possum snake.
He is a possum snake.
He disgusts me. Oh.
And then
I hate him so much.
And when his hand is cut off, that's when he's like, you see the slight smile like, yes, I've got him now. And then just obliterates him with unlimited power.
Tony, can I just say, another arm is cut off. Another one?
Another one.
And like, how many arms is that characters have lost?
Oh god.
In the Star Wars franchise.
So
I'm gonna count. There's Luke, obviously. Vader, twice. Now this guy.
Count Dooku.
So
you've had about 5 decapitations.
Of arms.
Of arms. Yes.
In 6 films. The ratio is too damn high.
That's what happens when you play with lightsabers, fam.
Oh.
Vader is indeed born. What do you think of this kind of knighting of Vader? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was rushed? Do you think it was a good way for him to start off as?
I found it quite entertaining. I thought that Palpatine was very happy with what he had achieved, and he names him Darth Vader, and we hear the Imperial March slowly.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do.
And still nobody's acknowledging his weird face. It's just so weird to me how willingly Anakin, sorry, Vader now, accepts this. He's like, yes, Master.
I think.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I definitely get that, but I do think he's under kind of like a. I think he needs to. He's like willing to do anything. So there's also kind of like a slave sort of thing going on. It's like, yes, my master, I will do anything. Just give me this power. Just give it to me. So I think he's a bit more submissive towards Palpatine in that respect.
And to be fair, you know, he had nowhere else to turn to but Palpatine at this point. And even after all the 66 bollocks goes down, you can tell he's still in conflict, because I see him crying. I see that little tear after he slayed the Trade Federation guys. But we're jumping ahead.
There's just a little bit when he knights him and then he says rise. There's just this little bit that the actor does that I really love. He walks away and he's like, oh, he's kind of relieved. There's a relief that Anakin chose his side as opposed to Mace Windu's. Is that little bit of detail?
It could have gone very wrong.
Definitely could have. That little bit of detail I really love. And you said Order 66 is triggered.
Oh wait,
Jedi...
I have a fun fact in Dad's memory.
Oh right, yeah, go on then.
So Palpatine named him Vader, right?
Yes.
Because he's aware of Padme's pregnancy, allegedly, and Vader means father.
Yes, it does. Yes.
So, what is funny is when the originals came out and we first learned about the characters, Luke's missing father, and then heard about Vader. Like, the Netherlands knew the biggest spoiler in cinema history, which I just love.
Aye. Yes, Vader means father. I think like Darth was like dark, and then Dark Father or something like that. That they interpreted it. Yeah, Jedi are being slaughtered left, right, and centre.
Yes, chaos ensues.
Chaos ensues.
He needs to massacre the Jedis in the temple and the Separatists.
Yeah, and another memed scene really are the younglings being slaughtered. Now, this is memed into oblivion, but I do have a problem with this. I have a problem with this scene.
Why?
So, think about it.
That kid's so dumb.
Yeah, he's dumb, cool, but we're supposed to get a hint that there is still good in Anakin, right? Now, if you found out that your wife was pregnant, that's a baby, that's a child. Don't you think he would have had a bit of affinity towards children and just to maybe tell them to hide or run away or something like that, not murder them?
Nope.
I think
if he was willing to turn on Obi, he was willing to turn on anyone, and I think it's crazy actually. Like, but the child is annoying. He does deserve to die. Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do? Fuck off, Liam. You're gonna die. That's what. You're gonna die tonight.
Personally, I think it's like it goes into like fifth gear really fast.
Like the mass scale betrayal here. Like, it is sad. Bar the younglings, that made me laugh. But I think there's a scene where the clones are kind of marching in the snow.
Yeah.
And there's an alien Jedi in front of them, and just all of a sudden they stop in their tracks, and then they just turn, and the music's swelling. And Yoda is beside himself. Like, this is...
Yeah, Yoda cutting back to him
Yoda,
clenching his chest and like, oh.
He's like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Did it make you...
Tetsuo!
Did it make you a little bit tearful, a little bit sad?
It made me sad, because I thought they was all going to be working together. It is so sad. Oh, man. And the cool lizard is just fired off the side of a cliff. With Obi on it, and no, just chaos, mate. Ultimate betrayal, mad scale betrayal.
Mad
scale. They're just getting picked off. These Jedi's. It's genocide.
I do like. There's one where one of the Jedi are in like this flowery planet. I think it's called Phoenicia or something like that. and she just kind of goes, oh, like that.
Yeah, her death was stupid. I didn't know what she was.
It's a little
she was
bit
a blue alien with horns or what have you, and they just turn the guns on her, and she literally just raises her hands and swoons and falls ever so gently onto the flower beds, and I was like, fuck off. R.I.P. But the rest, I was sad.
Yeah, it's a bit like,
not for the young ones.
shit.
Yeah, it was like, oh shit, how the tables doth turn so quickly. All it took was for fucking Palpatine to say, execute Order 66, and everyone's just like, yes sir, bang.
We then cut to. This is the worst acting in the entire prequels. We cut to Natalie Portman looking at the Jedi Temple, and then she just goes like that. And it's just so shit. It's so shit. She can do so much better than this, and she's just absolute tripe.
No, doesn't C-3PO come in and he's like, I'm sure it's okay. Don't worry. And then he's like, oh, I feel so helpless. And she's just going,
God.
I think she's a good crier.
Oh,
I don't know what your beef is with her,
was
bro.
so unbelievable, that cry. Watch it again. It's just like, what are you doing,
I do need
Natalie?
to watch that again. Leave Natalie alone. She's doing what she can. She had Lucas as a fucking director. Okay? He can't do emotion, clearly.
Anakin does return to Padme and says that his loyalty is with the Chancellor. And he goes to...
I'm only so beautiful because I'm so in love with you.
Oh, God, that fucking scene. That is horrific.
It's so bad. We totally
it's because
skipped
I'm
it,
so
but I had
in
to
love.
bring it up.
Shut the fuck up. Shut... Yeah. Like, if anybody believes that they're in love, like, they're as dumb as shit.
In fairness, Tony, it was better than the last film. Like, the last film was it was slightly better than that, but only because there was less of it.
I just have this thought of, like, the actors saying it, and in their head they're like, fucking hell.
Yeah, like, how cringe.
Anakin flies off to Mustafar to end the war. A little bit of a fact here. This was George's own personal image of hell that he wanted to represent. And funnily enough, Mount Etna was erupting at the same time as filming. So what they done, they filmed this eruption happening. And footage that you see in this film is real footage of that volcano erupting. Which is very, very cool.
No, that is very cool. Okay, credit.
But yeah, Anakin goes on a mad one.
Oh yeah,
and just murders the shit out of these lords and the separatist leaders. You can see that his eyes are turning red and yellow.
Wait, there's a scene where he's kind of marching up once he's turned with the troops behind him.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, yes. He looks badass. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I was so into it.
You liked Anakin, like pre-Vader suit. You liked Vader pre-suit.
Mate, Vader's pretty now. See, there is a little hot ting under there all along. Okay?
Would you want him to choke you then, right at the end, when he's like, "You brought me here to kill me," and you're like,
I'd be like, yes, that's right.
Right.
No,
fucking hell.
But no, I just thought it was a very cool thing to see. He's not the whiny little cringe flirting rat. Something has changed, and it made me pay attention. I was like, okay, he means business now. His
eyes turn that wonderful red and yellow colour. A lot of fans question why this happens with somebody with the dark side, and it's a really simple explanation. You know, the eyes are the windows to the soul. If you are corrupted or have those dark feelings and emotions, it can fill you full of rage and dark side, and that's why their eyes change colour, which I thought was pretty cool. For so long, I wanted to be have that hoodie and to have those eyes, because I just think the whole image of it looks fucking epic.
Well, there's contact lenses and
mate,
robes
don't
out
worry.
there that you could look into.
I researched this when I was 14, 15. I was like, how do I get contact lenses? I want to look like this when I go into school. But I swiftly went away with it.
School with those contact lenses. Oh no, that wouldn't have gone well, Tony.
Yes, and I chickened out because I didn't know how to put contact lenses in, so I was like, no, game over.
I can't do it either. No, it's a no.
But I love like pre-suit Vader and his whole image, and especially when he gets really angry at the end and he screams, "I hate you," and his whole eye sockets turn red as well.
The choir music as well. It's so amazing. Like that, I'm not afraid anymore. I love this film. I'm not afraid anymore.
She said the L word. She loves it.
I know. I've been avoiding that word, but no, I'll go into it. Can we just say, like, Obi? Where's Obi been? He's been on his own little adventure, hasn't he?
So another kind of plot hole that people find is that when Anakin turned, why didn't he feel this? You know how Yoda felt it in the Force. Yeah, why didn't Obi-Wan feel it? Because he has that strong connection with Anakin, doesn't he? It's his kind of brother, really. Why didn't he feel it? But this is the problem with this kind of magic that you put into this film of the Force. It works in lots of different ways. It's a bit of a plot device that I can spurn from those sort of things.
Can I just say as well, like, Obi's reaction to seeing Annie betraying the Republic was so bland, mate. I wanted more of a reaction. It felt so emotionless.
Yeah,
for a betrayal so deep. Like, that is a big fat betrayal, and all I got was, I can't see anymore. Turn it off. Do you know what I mean? Like, drop to your knees. I don't want you to scream or be melodramatic, but something, gasp. Annie, I want to see it on your face, and I didn't get it, and it could have been so easily done.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of my worst scenes. I hate it when he spots the hologram and he goes, "I can't watch anymore." It's like,
I was just like,
hell,
come on, man.
That's your bro. Like, I know Jedi aren't supposed to feel emotion, but for moments like that, when Qui-Gon Jinn got killed and he shouts, "No!" Like, there is certain spurts that Jedi have before they control it, and I was wanting Obi-Wan to have that gut-wrenching sorrow from finding out that information, and I didn't get it from you in that scene.
Some might argue that you get that in, the climax. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
What are your feelings about Obi and loving Anakin? Because that's not quite allowed, is it?
Loving Anakin. So, as a brotherly love, that's a really good question. I think if you build up those connections that are more platonic.
Do you think, like, I'm just reflecting on the film now as a whole, do you think Obi was the right master for Anakin?
Ultimately, no. And he even admits that in Return of the Jedi. He said, I hoped that I could train him, but I was wrong. He said that. Yeah, he was the wrong master, unfortunately. It's tricky about him loving
But I like
Anakin.
him as a master as well, because he's got that... Oh, I'm so conflicted. Anyway, sorry, move on.
You've raised a really good question about Obi-Wan being, like, having that love for Anakin, and I think it was probably frowned upon to have that love, but again, it comes to the conflict of humans and us having emotions, and whether that should be allowed and him controlling that, and I think at the end, when he admits that he loves him, he's dying. So I felt like that was the only time he could probably tell Anakin that he loved him, because he's about to die and leave him forever. It's sad. It puts a whole nother layer onto it, actually, that I didn't think about.
I just feel so sorry for Obi. Like, he is the only one that goes to the Jedi Council and fights for Anakin to be trained. He's not a perfect master, but I think he's a perfect Jedi.
He is a perfect Jedi. Thank you.
But I do think Liam Neeson should have been Anakin's master in place of Obi, but Obi had to watch him die, and then Obi is betrayed, and I think he blames himself a lot because at the end he just goes into hiding, doesn't he? And he's so hurt by it all that he gets Luke to kill Vader, right? And then we all know in episode 4, Mans can't catch a break. He gets struck down by Vader. I just want to say, like, shout out to Obi the goatee. I loved him so much in this film.
He is an excellent character, and he is the goatee. Let's move to those two big fights that happen at the end. There is, of course, Yoda versus Darth Sidious, and Obi-Wan versus Anakin. Let's talk about the Yoda fight first. What did you think of two masters of their crafts going at it?
What did I think? I just wanted to see more of Anakin and Obi.
Oh, you didn't give a fuck about that.
I didn't really care.
Fair enough.
But I felt like Obi-Wan and Yoda should have teamed up. Why did they separate? Why didn't they both go after Palpatine? I feel like if they had tackled him together, they might have been able to do something. But it was intense. It was very well done. But my sole focus and attention was on what was happening with Obi and Anakin at this point, which I think is fair. Maybe I need to rewatch it. Do you know what I mean? But I was just like, no, get back to Mustafa. No,
that is entirely your opinion, and that's fine. I will say kudos to, again, Ian McDiarmid acting his arse off as the Emperor. Now he's basically having to act against his own imagination, because obviously Yoda isn't there. But yet you get the feeling that Yoda is, from his wonderful cackle of his like victory, and how he puts his hands like that, like I've won, like I love it, and how he puts the lightsaber up above his head. You can see him kind of going like that. It's really quite.
There's so much expression.
Unsettling.
No, but it's the most emotion you see from some of the characters in these prequels. Everyone's so stoic. Everyone's so calm. Nah. Not the fucking Emperor, mate. He's the most expression out there. No, loved him. Really great.
Let's swiftly go on to Anakin versus Obi-Wan then. The main event, the WrestleMania of this film. Before you kind of go on to talk about what you think of it, I do want to say that Ewan and Hayden trained for 2 months solid on fencing and fitness in preparation for this fight, as well as rehearsing it over and over and over and over again. So the speed that they fight at in this film is not sped up. This is real time, which is extremely impressive considering how many moves they have to do in this 10-minute segment of them fighting. What do you kind of think of it? Tell me your thoughts and feelings.
Okay, couple of notes. So I feel like a part of the final battle, when they're standing on the floating rocks, it kind of reminded me of a Choose Your Character from Mortal Kombat or something. And also, when Anakin and Padme are kind of chatting beforehand, Obi's just kind of just standing
there. The position, yeah.
I'm like, well, what are you doing? Obi, what are you doing?
It kind of gives off it gives off like dad vibes, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you doing? Just let him have a moment. No, but then he does choke her, innit? And honestly, the whole high ground thing, you know, I seem to recall Obi losing the high ground, but fucking up Maul.
I was gonna say
it make sense, Tony.
Yeah, thank you. This is what I was gonna say as well. Look, again, this is another memed into oblivion thing about the high ground and everything, all of this that happens on the fucking internet of this. And you're right, like, if you're gonna introduce that sort of lore about lightsaber combat, and that if you have the high ground, you have the advantage, so there's not really anything you can do. Tell me why and how does Obi-Wan defeat Darth Maul?
No,
because
exactly.
You see it in the film. Darth Maul just... I said this in our last podcast, but he just gawps him. He's like, like that. He doesn't react to him at all. Yeah, so I think if you're going to put that in, I don't think that whole high ground thing needed to be in there. It could have been something else, but not this whole lore of the high ground or whatever.
No, that should have taken a fucking hike. But overall... I thought it was moving when, you know, Obi actually strikes him down and leaves him to burn. And oh my god, mate, like the quotes, it's just crazy. Like there's too many fucking quotes in this film. It's so good. Oh my god, like your new empire Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic. To democracy! If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. I felt like some of the delivery was flat. I would have loved a little bit more. You have done that yourself.
I think the actors were very aware of how these films were received when they were coming out. And I think a part of the charm of this last film is that everybody knows the score. Everybody knows what this kind of performance is going to be. And I think it actually, the fact that it's wooden and a bit...
It's part of the charm.
It's
part of the fucking charm.
Yeah, it's part of the prequel charm to how this was filmed and how it was produced. I do agree with you. Like, when they jump off the mechanism and they land on the platforms, and Anakin is on one of the robots, and for me, the tone here changed a little bit because the robot's like, oh, it's just made it a little bit comical when it really shouldn't have been. It should have been very dark. It should have been very intense. That little bit flipped the tone for me just for a split second. And I was like, why? Why did you do that? Just make it another platform or something. Something that's not a cyborg or whatever that's living.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
We didn't need any interruptions.
No.
I just wanted it to be them, one-on-one.
Yeah.
And I think that would have added a lot more intensity to it, a lot more darkness. There was a lot more opportunity for this to be, like, if this fucking film was 18 plus, mate, like, it would have been fucking amazing. But I still found it fucking amazing, surprisingly. But, to quote Dad, fun fact, this is the longest sword fight in cinema history. And I don't think it needed to be long at all. I think they really could have cut it down. There was no need for all the lava, jumping onto platforms and stuff. Like, just man versus man, one-on-one. That would have been so much more effective. But I was still affected. I still loved it. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I beg to differ, because in A New Hope, we know that they've been at, like, butting heads before this all happens, when Darth Vader is like, we meet again at last. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Like, we know that they had a previous fight. But
now it means more.
So, like, that kind of build-up to have such an epic showdown definitely needed that length. I think it was right on the tee to have it a really long fight.
I need to watch the originals again. I need to see A New Hope again. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a vicious cycle for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to
go, whoa.
For fuck's sake!
There is one part that I've spoken to producer Joe about many a times that I absolutely hate with all my soul in this fight. And it's only a 1 minute clip. It's just as Darth Vader is choking Obi-Wan. He kicks him off. And then the stupidest stage fighting choreography happens.
Okay.
Anakin drop kicks Obi-Wan, right? And Obi-Wan kind of flips and semi-supines off.
Yes.
And then Anakin runs at Obi-Wan and he knees him, and Anakin does a flip in the air.
Mate, some of the fucking some of the flips and shit were ridiculous.
Thank you.
Not needed. Honestly, not needed. I would rather they both lose their lightsabers and have to punch each other in the face a bit.
Yes.
You know, or scratch each other, or fucking put your fingers in each other's. Do you know what I mean? Like, really visceral.
Yes.
Violence. It didn't need to be all flips and shit. Are you dolphins?
This is something I hate it because it's completely removed me from the intensity. It was disingenuous. It was very choreographed. There is such a thing as something being too choreographed.
Yeah. Whereas where Luke just goes crazy.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi.
And it's not choreographed and it's just rage-filled fucking random swipes. Give me that. Give me something realistic.
Yeah. Because when you do over-choreograph, you lose the emotion. Because it's not genuine.
And I'm a Sith. I'm all about the fucking emotion.
Other than that, I really like this final duel. I love the ending. It was really moving when I saw it first time, when you see Anakin not only scream, I hate you, but in a really disgusting way. But you see him being burnt alive. And that was like, it's haunting.
It is. It was very sad. And the way Obi just kind of walks away and leaves him for dead. After he says, "I loved you, Anakin." Like, it is very, very sad. I wanted them to be brothers again. I wanted Obi to pick him up and make him feel better and, you know, make sure that he was able to raise his kids with his wife, and none of that happened. Instead, he left him for dead, and fucking Palpatine picked up the dregs and turned him into Vader.
So the fight ends. The Emperor...
I know what you're doing.
The Emperor picks up Vader, and thus everything kind of comes together. We'll get to Padme in a second. And he is put into the suit, and we hear him breathing for the first time. Tell me what you thought about that first moment.
It was incredible. It was like, it was so good for my ears. You know, I was like, finally, we're back. We're back to Vader breathing that way. Fuck yes. It just got me hyped. I just wanted to watch the originals again. That's what it made me want to do. It also made me sad for him. It made me sad for the Anakin deep down. There's a little shot where he actually looks a little bit scared before the mask goes on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what was happening, or if maybe I'm reading.
No, it was exactly what happened. He opens his eyes and he's like, "Oh my god!" When that moment happened, when we hear Darth Vader breathe for the first time, the audience in the cinema I was in erupted with an applause. It was like, yes!
Here we go, baby.
Here we go. Darth Vader rises so epically as well. He slowly rises up as well, which is just, it's beautiful. With all the steam and the smoke coming through. James L. Jones is back to do his voice as well, which is great.
I know, I was like,
But it is still Hayden Christian in that suit. He pleaded with George Lucas for him to be put in the suit and to be Darth Vader.
That's fair, man. That's fair. He's done 3 fucking films. Let him have it.
And
Let him have it.
I think it was right
what
for George.
Honor.
Yeah, for George to say, "All right, fine, be in the suit," but he had to wear like extenders on his feet, and he could only view.
Yeah, because he's not as tall.
Yeah, he could only view out of the mouth hole, not the eyes.
That is jokes.
Yeah. He gets told that Padme is dead.
Tony, why? Why did they do this? No. It was like, really? This isn't the 70s. You could get away with it. Maybe the 80s, because it wasn't done that much. But bruv, the whole no thing is so lame.
Yeah,
why?
It's awful, but I love it.
No, Tony, no. It's so bad. I was so angry. I think I looked at Sam and was like, why? They've ruined it.
I've used that as gifs since the film came out. Every time somebody said to me something disappointing, I'm like, no.
Yeah, but lots of films say no. It's at least I'll know what you mean.
It's very on the nose.
It was unnecessary.
Terrible. Terrible delivery.
Who decided that?
I don't know. Terrible delivery, terrible line, but I still love it. I don't know why, but I still love it. Padme, in the meantime, is giving birth to the twins and tragically dies.
Luke.
After losing the will to live.
That happens, but it's very rare. And not at people that young.
No, so it's like, again, this is a hint back to his friendship with Steven Spielberg. It resembles
with
the
E.T.
relation. Yeah, the relationship.
What, he's comparing her to fucking E.T., is she? Like...
No, the relationship
ouch.
Between... Luke, ouch. Leia, ouch. But their relationship, E.T. and Elliot, like, they're connected, and, you know, what happens when they're put under... Whatever affects one affects the other, and because Darth Vader was in such pain and anger, coupled with the stress, of course, of childbirth. Padme just couldn't take it and gave up. She tapped out.
She did tap out. This ain't WrestleMania though, bitch. You got twins. Fucking raise them. Lose them.
I do love that while she's giving birth, she's got a full coat of makeup on her face and she looks absolutely beautiful.
Of course she does. She's Natalie Portman. But that random captain's like, I'll take the girl. I'd be like, hang on a minute, buddy. Who the fuck are you? He has been in it a lot. I forget his name.
Senator Organa.
Organa.
No! Organa. Yeah, so Leia gets given to Organa. Luke is given to his extended family on Tatooine.
Wait, I love the shot of them with the two sons.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's great.
Oh, that takes me back to A New Hope. I need to watch The New Hope again.
It's great. I love that they put that shot in the end as well.
Me too. Me too.
We do get a clip of the Emperor and Darth Vader on the ship with a very young Master Tarkin on the left before he walks out of shot as well, which is very cool.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Is he on your list?
Aye, he is. You may fire when ready.
You may fire when ready.
With the Death Star being constructed in the background as well. And thus, the ending of Revenge of the Sith. Let's come on to our questions, Leanne. So, favourite scene?
Favourite scene? I think, obviously, the fight at the end. Anakin versus Obi. That whole speech. I loved you, Anakin. I was like, oh, bruh. Or Order 66, very specifically, when the clones just stop following the alien Jedi in the snow. You see their boots just stop. And then the camera pans up. And the Jedi's like, what? And they go, bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, oh my God. Just very sad. But I think the fight at the end, obviously, you know, democracy. You have done that yourself. That has to. That's the one, Pats.
All right. What about favourite character then?
Obi. Obi is the fucking goatee.
Oh, nice.
What's your favourite character?
The Emperor in this one.
Oh,
I love him in it.
Sake. Yeah, no, you love the Emperor. You're
absolutely.
Thirsty for the Emperor.
I love the cunt. He's such a manipulative dickhead.
He's an arsehole. He's a snake. Didn't like him. Cunt.
This is going to be a very hard question to answer. Favourite quote?
This is going to be really hard.
It is the most quotable of all films.
Oh no! It's either hello there or do it or your new empire. Like I like that one. I use it all the time. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Which is your favourite?
I don't know, Tony. I'm gonna go with your new empire.
Okay.
Just because I like it.
All right, cool. Let's reverse it.
Wait, what's your one?
A favourite quote or unlimited power? Unlimited power.
Yeah. That was really evil.
Favourite character? Yeah. My favourite scene though is actually the intro. I love how this film starts.
The intro's really good.
But also the scene where it's really quiet. There's no music at all. And he reveals that he is the Sith Lord to Anakin. Let's reverse it. Worst scene.
The Padme and Anakin, you're so beautiful. I'm really beautiful because I'm so in love. Or whatever she says.
Yeah.
Like, no, just bye. What about the stupid Liam kid? Master Skywalker.
There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
He's the worst character. Kill him.
You're such a fucking Sith. You're killing the kids. He's the worst character.
He's annoying. Wait, who's your worst character?
Oh, God. It's got to be Padme. She's awful in this.
Oh, what, the crying?
Yeah. There's a line as well. I can't believe that. Oh, shut up. You can. Fucking hell.
Mate, you're angry at Padme.
Oh, Natalie is so shit in this film.
Yeah,
it makes me so angry. All right, worst quote.
No. By Vader at the end. Just why? Again, this has happened before in Return of the Jedi when he throws Palpatine down the hole. It wasn't needed. I felt he looked a bit scared as the mask was going on, though. Like, oh, I've got flashbacks about that. Poor Vader.
My one is, it's because I'm so in love line. It's just, get the fuck out of here.
No, I get that.
But I do hate the line, elevator is not working. Right at the beginning. It's like, well, duh. Let's move on to quiz time. Question 1. What droids are shot from missiles at Anakin and Obi-Wan in the battle above Coruscant?
R2.
No. Buzz droids. Buzz droids. You liked the buzz droids.
I did. I didn't know. God. Oh no, this is not a good start, Tony.
No, it's not at all.
He doesn't like you.
I don't like you either. Question 2. On meeting General Grievous for the first time, Anakin says that he is what than expected?
Oh, shorter.
Yes!
Yeah.
Well done.
Yes. I liked it.
Question 3. What planet does General Grievous flee to?
Bruh! You know how I feel about planets? It's not Tatooine. It's not Naboob.
No, it's not Naboob. No.
It's not Mustafar. Is it Mustafar?
No.
Kamado.
No.
Dagobah.
No.
Then I don't know.
Utapau.
Right. You can fuck off. No,
but
these names are just
do you see why
ridiculous.
I ask you these planet questions? Because they're very important in the Star Wars universe.
They're
you
not
need
that
to get
important.
your planet geography on point, bro.
I can't do the geography, man.
Question 4. Complete this quote. You're on this council, but blank.
Mate, how am I supposed? You're on this council.
This is a very famous line. How do you not know this? Yes, this is also memed into oblivion too. You know this.
I've not been looking at the memes, have I? I've been avoiding them. Like, what the hell? You won't be a master.
Yes,
or something
yes.
along those lines.
Yes,
right?
We do not grant you the rank of master. Correct.
Yes!
Nicely done.
Woo!
Well done, Leanne. Well done.
Oh, I've saved my arse.
Question 5. What story does Palpatine tell Anakin?
Oh, some fucking story about a cunt that could save lives of people that he loved. He didn't actually know how to do it. It's some stupid name. Darth something. Darth Liar. Darth Arsehole. I don't know. It's Darth something.
I have to get the Darth title. What is it?
I don't know. Darth don't know.
It's
Darth Dumb.
It's Darth. It's Darth Plagueis.
Oh, damn it! Plague.
Plagueis, yeah, Plagueis, like the plague. Question 6. Complete this infamous exchange between Obi-Wan and General Grievous. Hello there. Blank.
I don't know what he says after that.
Yes, you do.
Hello there. And then he gets out his 4 sabers.
But what does he say?
You can't defeat me, Obi-Wan.
Wrong. The exchange goes like this. Hello there. General Kenobi.
Oh, fuck. I'm kicking myself.
You are kicking yourself, you
I knew that
idiot.
one.
Yes, you should have.
I should have.
Question 7. Which order is executed by Darth Sidious to destroy
66.
all of the Jedi? Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Yes. Question 8. How does Liberty die?
I'm looking at you gormlessly right now.
Let me phrase it in a different way. What does Padme say on how Liberty dies?
Selfishness.
The answer is with a thunderous applause.
Oh, boo! Boo this question.
All right. Question 9. True or false? By the end of the final fight between Obi-Wan and Vader, Vader is left with no organic human limbs. True or false?
False. Yes, one arm. I swear. One arm left.
Incorrect.
He's trying to crawl up the fucking hill.
With a metal arm, not his organic human arm. He loses all his limbs in that last fight. Question 10. Who adopts Leia?
I'll tell you who. A creepy captain who had no right just taking a girl to his planet. Like, it's so willy-nilly. I don't know his name. Captain Child Abductor. Captain Leia Kidnapper. Captain Leia's stepdad.
She will be loved with us.
I hope so.
Yeah. It is Senator Organa.
Thank you. See, I knew who he was in my mind. I just don't know the name.
So you got 3 out of 10.
That's terrible. That's really bad. Shit.
Oh, God.
Shit.
Leanne.
Hello there.
Give me your film rating.
8 out of 10.
Excellent. I'll go so far as I give this a 9. I love this film.
Do you?
Yeah, I love it.
Nice.
I love that the charm was accepted by this point of the crappy clunkiness. I love the story. I love the downfall of Vader. I love its points on evil and stuff like that. It's great. Now, give me your fan rating.
Okay. So I've done some reflection, and I think I'm a 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10 fan now.
Holy shit.
I know, it's a jump from where I was last week. But I do enjoy these films, Tony, and some parts are very silly, and there are changes I wish I could make in some areas. But as we discussed before, that is part of their charm. And I acknowledge that, and I see that, and I can't stop myself thinking about them or spending time looking up more. Lightsabers, the Burlesque Show, Galaxy Edge, the Reggae Wars, the showings on the big screen, just more. And I quote them all the fucking time. Help me to Canada, Tetsuo, Canada.
Just to kind of get a perspective, so the last time we done this episode on Attack of the Clones, your fan rating was at a 5. You were in grey Jedi territory. To skyrocket to 8, you were 8 at Empire, I think it was.
Yeah. Oh, of
Empire.
Course. It's Empire, isn't
it? That is very, very impressive. So you went up by 3 points. Excellent.
I'm not afraid to say I loved this film. And I loved Empire. And I think, as I said earlier, like, just reflecting on everything. Yeah, the last 2, I was kind of like, iffy grey Jedi, because I was like, are they gonna make the payoff worth it? And thank fucking God they did. Even though there's silly moments, I still love this film. It is the birth of Vader, my favourite character. Even though the acting's a little bit off, like things are a little bit stale at times when they could be more. I've still got a place for it.
Even though this is, the best out of the prequels, you still would need to watch both Phantom and Attack of the Clones to really get that growth and reasoning on why Vader does that, from his love of his mother to the loss of it to how he's built up, and this culminates it so well in this film.
I really do wonder though, Tony, like how I would feel about it if I'd watched them in order 1 to 6. Do you know what I mean? Would I have the same feelings? I don't know, like, do you have an order of liking from 1 to 6?
An order of liking? So what, my rank of all the films?
Yeah, from like 1 to 6.
Oh, decent shout.
Do you have that?
In my head, yes. I go like, for me, it's the original Star Wars. Then it's Empire.
Of course. Yep.
After Empire is Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
Then Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
Then Phantom Menace, and then Attack of the Clones.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. We differ very slightly. I'm surprised that this one is 3rd for you. But you're a New Hope kind of person, so
yeah, I'm a New Hope.
Makes sense.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? I'm tempted to like put Revenge of the Sith either 2nd. I think its story is really fucking strong. You have that duality in Empire where there are 2 stories happening at the same time, and then they clash.
You
right
can't
at the
put Empire 3rd, Tony.
But
that's
I can't.
insane.
Yeah, I can't put it 3rd. You can't. So I think Empire would still remain 2nd, but just about beats Revenge of the Sith. So Leanne, now the tables will turn for the next episode. I understand you have picked a film for me to watch. Now, what is it?
So you have to watch a film called No Country for Old Men. It was directed by the Coen brothers.
Lovely.
It was made in 2007, so not too far off where this film was made. A couple of years.
Yeah.
It won 76 awards from 109 nominations from multiple organisations. I say this for every film that I'm going to recommend to you, but I feel it's a masterpiece. And if you don't like this, you can fuck yourself.
This film definitely passed me by. I definitely spoke to people about this film, and people have said that this is some of their favourites as well. But this one has just passed me by. I haven't been able to watch it, and until now, I'm very happy that this is my assignment.
Can I give you a brief synopsis?
No, don't give me anything.
Oh, really?
Don't give me anything.
Tony!
Not one
it's just
thing.
A synopsis.
No, nothing.
Oh, damn. Okay, fine. That means the audience don't get a synopsis either.
All right, fine then.
Oh, you bastard. All right, so yeah, you need to fuck off and pay this movie your full attention.
I will. I will.
It is very good. I hope you enjoy.
I'm very much.
But then, Tony, after that, I'm a little bit concerned about the next trilogy because it's the sequels.
We won't talk about that now. We'll talk about that later because yes, you are right. The next trilogy will be the Disney sequels, and it'll be interesting to see what you think of them.
Is there any reassurance you can offer me, please? Or no?
No, I won't give you anything.
There's no reassurance from you.
I won't give you anything. You just have to watch it. So thank you very much for listening to this episode, everybody. Again, I will now fuck off and I will go and watch No Country for Old Men in preparation for the next episode. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Sibling Cinema. If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for more arriving weekly. Make sure you check out our Instagram page, sibling_cinema, where you can listen to extra exclusive content and drop us a like, a share, or even a message if you'd like. Don't be shy. Until next time, roll on the next reel. Edited and produced by Floppy Legs.